I'm Diego,
I'm Katie.
I'm Andrew.
and we're here with.
I'm Mr. Karon.
Look at the camera
Oh,
right
I'm Mr. Karon. I got it.
What's up, Oilers? Welcome back to Faculty Fusion. I'm Diego,
I'm Katie.
I'm Andrew.
and we're here with.
I'm Mr. Karon.
Oh,
Warm welcome. I appreciate that.
No problem.
yeah. So, Mr. Karen, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for the school.
Oh, okay. I'm a vice principal of the school.
Okay.
I focus more on curriculum instruction. So the classes that are offered, I listen to teacher feedback as far as what their vision is for their departments and what they want to see. I enact the vision of our principal and the Board of Education, our district office. So it's kind of mixing all of those voices together. And then, of course, we want to hear from students what your ideas are about classes that need to be made available. And, you know, I check out what's going on to other schools in the state, make sure that you guys are competitive with those students so that you can get in some fantastic universities or colleges, trade schools, whatever it is that you're going to do after high school. So that's my primary role. But after that, I mean, it's pretty much just anything that needs to be done to help run the school. I'm going to involve myself to try to help out as best I can. So whatever the principal wants me to do, I'm doing it. Yep.
Yeah.
So, we split the show up into different segments, and our first segment is going to be about your personal life. Not necessarily your life, but just like your personality.
Okay.
So, our first question is
Okay.
do you play any video games?
Yeah, it's my vice. I have, it's my problem. And actually,
Oh.
when I met my wife, when we were dating, the first thing I said is, look, I'm just going to pull my cards out. I have one problem. It's video games. You know, you're never going to catch me in a bar. I don't have those other kinds of vices, but, you know, so I am, I expose my nerdiness.
Oh, God.
My biggest game is Path of Exile, which is like a Diablo 2. You know, they took that game and then they did it better. You know, and then I was playing a lot of World of Warcraft, you know, way back when. I'm not doing that anymore because I have a family. So, yeah. But yeah, I love PC gaming. I love video games. I've had to take kind of a step back because I have a family and, you know, this job is demanding. So, but yeah, never been, I think kids, you got young adults are into a lot of like first person shooters. I can't do it. I'm too slow and old and, I just, you know, I tried playing Call of Duty and I'd just be dead all the time. I'd always be running out and get, you know, killed, and then everyone would know where all the other guys are. So I was just completely useless. I can't do it. Can't keep up.
Did you ever play Fortnite?
No, I can't keep up. I'm too slow. It's like, build a bridge. And I'm like, which button? And then I'm dead. So, no, I think I played once. I downloaded because it's free.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was like, I'll try it out, you know. And then, no, it didn't go well.
Damn.
Go ahead.
What was your favorite World of Warcraft expansion?
You could laugh at me. I mean,
He's getting ready to
it's
win.
just the
vanilla.
question.
So like vanilla was the best. That was when it came out in 2005. I was in Santa Cruz, and I just, you know, when I was in school, and I just have memories of that. Like I would go to school all day. You know, I'd come home, play on my little rink-a-dink laptop. Probably eat Little Caesars for dinner because I had like, you know, a rice. You know, I would have dinner in college. I was so out of money. I would just have like rice. You know, like that was my dinner. In World of Warcraft, and it was just a good time. I think that for content though, probably Legion. I think was their best well, anyway, I won't get into the logistics of it. But it was probably like the best leap forward, I think, for the game.
So, do you play on like computer or console?
Oh, PC. Yeah.
If you had to choose between Xbox and PlayStation, who would you choose?
I've just done PlayStation that's it. I've never gone. You know, when I was a kid, when I was your age, when I was a kid, I babysat like this whole summer and I bought a PlayStation with all the money. And the first game I played was Final Fantasy VII. And from that game, I didn't even have a memory card, so I had to just keep starting over every time I played it. And until I was able to afford a memory card. And I fell in love with it. At that point, like I was just a PlayStation guy. And then, until it turned into, when I had kids, it just turned into a Netflix box. Like you can't play anything violent when you have little kids around. So it was just turned into a Netflix.
How old
machine.
are they?
My kids right now, good. I know the answer to that. They're 6 and
you
9.
know?
No, I do know that.
Yeah,
I know that. They just had birthdays. My daughter is 6 and my son is 9.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm not playing, like the, Doom, like killing the, oh my God, I can't do that. So, it's just,
What about
cartoons.
Nintendo?
Yeah, the Switch is great, but my kids took it over. They took it over.
Oh,
I replayed Mario RPG, which was great. That was another game that I had when I was younger, and my son played it and beat it. That was kind of cool. And then, but they took that as soon as they were old enough. It was mine, but then it was theirs.
Do you have any favorite movies?
Yeah, any favorite movies? Like, you want like my all time, or what are you looking for? Recent? I mean, what do you want?
Yeah,
What do
like
you
all
want?
time.
All time.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, that is impossible to answer. So my number one movie, it's rated R, so I don't know. I think Godfather is my number one movie ever made. That movie is the best movie ever made, in my opinion. When you're looking at entertainment, artistically, it's rated R, so don't watch it unless you're of age and have parent consent and all that kind of. I don't know which camera I'm looking at. The Unforgiven is up there, which is a Clint Eastwood flick that he directed, and I think is fantastic. A little bit slower, it'd probably bore a lot of you guys.
So good.
I'm huge into comedies, and so I don't know if I want to be promoting those too much, but Mel Brooks is I'm a big Mel Brooks fanboy. I've been my whole life. And then Ghostbusters is up there, the original. There's another movie called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, which is up there. But yeah, I think that's my answer for that one. Yeah.
What about Lord of the Rings?
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I like Lord of the Rings absolutely as a whole set. Yeah, but it's not it doesn't crack my top 10. I hate to say it. Yeah, is that your favorite?
That's his
Did I let
favorite.
you down?
They
Did I let
can't
you
stop
down?
talking
And
about
Mr.
it.
Escobar.
They can't stop talking about it.
Yeah, I know Escobar's in it. I think it's definitely up there for me. It doesn't crack my top 10, but that's just because I have a different. I love Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings. I'm all about it. It's great.
You mentioned about comedy.
Yeah.
What is your favorite comedy actor?
Actor like
Oh,
Jim
man.
Carrey or like
Yeah, like Jim Carrey.
comedian.
Jim
Like,
Carrey. That's great.
He's trying to get you to say Jack Black.
Yeah.
Oh, you like Jack Black?
Yeah.
Jack Black's great, man. He saw High Fidelity and all that when he was kind of starting out. That's how I knew about Jack Black. And he's a good serious actor too. Like he can do dramatic. He can do anything. That guy. It depends on my mood. I was huge into Bill Murray that's how I grew up, is really enjoying like Bill Murray. Gene Wilder, I think, is probably my all-time favorite comedic actor ever. Gene Wilder. But what's that? Are you Googling Gene Wilder?
yeah, I don't know the hell that guy is.
You don't know
Oh,
who he
Willy
is?
Wonka.
Yeah, Willy Wonka, but he did a lot of other films that were great. One a lot with Mel Brooks, and he was the best. And he would, Richard Pryor, and those some incredible comics.
Did you like Young Frankenstein?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a classic.
it's up there. Yeah. Young Frankenstein's up there. That was one of you're furiously Googling
I know,
Gene Wilder movies.
I'm already at the
Like Blue. What's your thoughts on Blue Streak? No, you should check these out though. I mean, that's the kind of cool thing is, I'm looking forward to when my son is old enough and my daughter is old enough to like look back at some of these movies, when they turn 16, 17, right? And There's so much content that's out there. It's incredible that, is waiting to be seen by you guys. There's a lot of good movies out there.
When you said Blue Streak, I just remembered about Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Did you like Blue Beetle?
No.
I found it kind of formulaic. I like George Lopez in it. I thought he was
Oh, yeah.
hilarious. But everyone else, I'm like, what are we doing? Why does the grandma have a machine gun?
Oh wow.
Like, I don't know.
Grandma,
It's
no.
a little forced. A little forced comedy there. Yeah.
Did you like The Flash?
Oh, Blue Beetle.
Okay, so the Michael Keaton was the reason Flash was working. I like seeing Michael Keaton. You put Michael Keaton in everything, I'm watching it.
So he carried in the film.
He carried.
Yeah.
But it still was not. Like, I like the Michael Keaton scenes. That's what I liked about that.
I really.
With the K or I see.
Oh, God, you're killing me. Tell me I'm old without saying
Wait,
I'm
what?
old. With a K.
Yeah, I really liked Ben Affleck in The Flash. I thought he was great.
Ben Affleck in The Flash was wonderful.
Oh,
He was like there in 2 minutes.
the
Yeah.
guy that played Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Oh gosh.
How many times do you have to say Beetlejuice before he appears? You don't even know.
No, I know.
You've never seen
I know.
Beetlejuice.
I watched it. Yeah. I watched it.
Please watch Beetlejuice. It's fantastic.
Triple. I mean, 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. You're Googling like crazy. it goes.
Which Harry Potter teacher do you relate to the most?
You know what? Okay, so my wife just read the whole Harry Potter series, and we enjoyed watching the movies.
She sounds funny.
Yeah, she's great. It works out. I think, I don't know much about Harry Potter. I'm not that kind of nerd. I'm a different kind, different breed. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Which one's your favorite? Oh, Snipe. I like the mean.
Snipe, right?
What's his
Yeah.
name?
Snape.
He just passed away.
Oh.
What's the actor's name?
Oh, the big guy.
Dumbledore?
No.
Oh,
Snipe-
Hagrid.
Big
The
guy?
black hair.
Yeah.
Snipe.
Hagrid.
No, not Haggard. That's the big guy, right?
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Wait, black
Well,
haired teacher.
The
Black-
mean
With
one.
glasses?
Isn't he the Blood Prince or the Prince of the Blood?
No, yeah,
never
that's
watched.
that's Snape, but he died
Snape.
in 2016.
I like him.
He died in 26.
That's what I'm saying. He died recent. Oh, 2016 is not
Oh, what?
recent for you guys?
No, that was I was like
It's not recent for her.
Move
in
on.
that
Next
was like
question.
7 years
school,
ago.
Yeah,
7
like-
years ago. That's
Wait,
that's
I was in elementary.
recent.
how's it elementary?
You were in 3rd grade.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm living in a time
Yeah,
dilation.
it's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay, mister.
When you're in the
He died a
came
long
over,
time ago. 2016. Ancient times.
Do you think the MCU has gone downhill recently?
Okay, I think it. The MCU is a lot of different directors, right? Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was great, but yeah, I think it has. I think they need to regroup, and it's tough after Thanos. Where do you go with that? I almost kind of wish they took a beat and waited a little bit and did a reset and went with more like earthly conflicts rather than, the universe is in danger every time. Maybe just a little bit of like, hey, this guy's kind of mean. We should kill him or beat him up. He's
like
the bad
that.
guy. Keep it small, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. I mean, they certainly have a couple dollars and resources to get it back on track. Yeah.
How'd you feel when Disney bought Lucasfilm?
Yeah, at the time, I thought it was great. But, I think that the Star Wars might have been a little bit rushed. I think they kind of rushed it out. How did I feel? I kind of wish they'd let it be. I really still think only 2 good Star Wars were ever released. Episode 4 and 5 with Mark Hamill, and then the third one, like about half of it's good until all of a sudden there's like dancing teddy bears at the end.
No, that was cute.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But like and there's some good games. The New Republic was good and all that with Revan. You don't know what I'm talking about. That's
Old
great.
Republic.
But and there were some good novels that came out of it, but I didn't like episode 1, 2, and 3 that he did. And then I did not like 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, and I like Adam Driver, and actually I like the director of the second new one because he did Looper, which is good. But I didn't. What's his name?
Ryan Johnson?
No, Rian. Is that his name? And he also did like Knives Out and stuff. He's a good director, but I didn't. It's tough. I mean, how do you do a film after something that changes that creates a culture and changes a generation? You know, how do you I think that it should have just been where it was at. You know, good movie talk here.
Did you watch Oppenheimer?
I haven't yet. I need to see it. I need to watch Barbie first, though. I've been told.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're a double feature.
Yeah, so I'll take care of that. Lickety split.
So, what would your dream house look like?
My dream house? Is this a Barbie question, or is this like a different question?
Oh
My Barbie dream house? You know what? A home is who you fill it with. It's about the family inside the house. I don't know. It's the truth, though, man. I mean, I'm living in my dream home right now. It's falling apart, kind of. No, we did some good work on it, but like, it's just about, I always wanted a family. And I have that, and I'm living in my dream house right now.
Not even a dream throw pillow?
A dream throw pillow? I'm so tired at night. I don't even know if I hit the pillow before I'm asleep. Yeah, I fall asleep midair before landing safely.
Would you rather time travel to medieval England or Wild West California? All right. Okay, no, I gotta think this out. Do you need like immediate answers? That's rough. I don't think I would go England. No, I'm going California, and if anything, for the weather. No, I'm going Wild West.
Cowboy Karon.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy, though. I think like the social studies teachers would know more about like the conditions, like the politics of the time. But
what?
I don't know. My heart says California.
I think you would rock a good hat and some boots.
A hat and boots?
Yeah, like cowboy.
Yeah. Yeah, I could learn how to ride a horse.
Come on.
It's not that hard.
You ride a horse?
You ride a horse?
Yeah, I actually did.
You do ride a horse? Oh, that's good.
No, you haven't.
Yeah,
No.
You don't know where I've been.
What would
don't know my life.
Yeah.
What would be your dream occupation in the Wild West?
Like him.
Like, what would you want to do as a job?
My job in the Wild West, man, I'd be a teacher. That's what I would do. I love teaching. Yeah, that'd be great.
You're not teaching right now, though.
Oh,
like,
thanks. Yeah.
You're an assistant principal.
That's true. I'm an assistant principal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would teach that. I love teaching. I do. I took this job because I wanted a challenge, and it looked kind of like something that would be challenging to do. And
Is it?
Yes.
No. Okay.
But I loved teaching, and like that was a dream job for me. I just enjoyed it every day. Yeah, so I could do that in the Wild West.
Would you rather go to space or to the Mariana Trench?
Like, would he survive or like?
Or just like go for fun.
I'll go to space.
You think the Mariana Trench is fun?
You never know.
I'd be in space. I mean, in the proper gear.
Mermaids in there.
Yeah, accommodations, sure.
Would you want a pet beaver or a pet raccoon?
Oh God, no, I don't want either.
Think of your kids.
No, you know what? Can I live outside a lake? I'll take the beaver if he's outside, like building stuff. Yeah, I don't want a raccoon.
Wait.
They freak me out. Their little hands. Yeah, no,
They're
I'm going.
cute.
I'm sorry, I'm offending
You're
you. No, I apologize. You know what? But no, I think that I'm going. I like the engineering feats of a beaver, so I'll go ahead and.
They're evil.
They're evil?
Have you seen the meme? They're like...
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I've never seen the beaver
Raccoon.
meme.
No, the raccoon meme.
Oh.
The raccoon meme?
Yeah.
It is.
They get a bad rep. They get a really bad rep. They're always like filmed, like they're always like shown to be like bandits and stuff. Like they're raccoons.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. We came into their space. So.
All right. So now we're moving into the
To my
what has been
section.
dubbed as
Oh my
the
God.
silly section.
They dubbed it.
What was it before? What were we doing? Oh, you have to.
You don't want to know. Oh, fuck. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
So, what was your worst Halloween costume?
So, you guys don't know the Addams Family.
Oh, no, I do know.
Wednesday.
Hello?
Okay.
Lady Gaga.
All right. So, are you familiar with Cousin It?
The bald hunch guy.
So no, cousin. That's
Uncle
Fester.
Fester.
That's Fester. So Cousin It is a 4 foot.
Oh no, I
being
know him.
That
He's
has
hairy.
all hair from head to toe. So Addams Family had just come out with Christina Ricci and
Oh yeah.
oh
The
yeah, of
classics.
course, yes, the
Yeah.
classic, yeah. And so I wanted to be Cousin It in the 90s. So my mom made me a Cousin It costume, which was actually made out of carpeting. And it was 2 pieces. It was a piece for my body and then a piece that went over my head. So it was 2 layers in some parts. And I remember how, I don't know if you ever worn carpeting.
No, I've never had that.
It was
time.
incredibly hot. It was incredibly stifling. And I remember, I didn't know what passing out felt like back then, but now looking back at it, I was close to passing out several times going around the block trick-or-treating, but I was going to make it because I needed those Snickers. And so I was, but that was, and then I came back and the bottom of carpeting it's very, rough.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was wearing, it was rubbing against my skin, and my mom's look of horror when she took it off. I guess I had abrasions like on my head.
No way.
Where it had been scratching me, and she looked at me like, "Oh my God, I'm the worst parent."
No.
But I got through the night, and I assume I got lots of candy, but that was my worst Halloween costume.
I gotta say, do you have any photos of it? You have to.
I don't think so.
To.
The thing
That's
about
just
it is, nothing was stored digitally back then. So
I get
everything
it.
was, I don't know though. It would probably be with my parents if there was any. I don't have any.
Cousin It.
Cousin It. That's what I
Right.
wanted to be.
Have you ever been robbed before?
Have I been robbed?
Yeah.
We're going from Cousin It to have you ever had any traumatic experiences?
I'm a really good segue here.
Have I been robbed? No, I've never been physically robbed. I've done I've been victim of identity theft.
Oh, I thought you got scammed by cause you're old and
Okay, yes, go on.
oh, am I taking myself in old? Save
Because
me.
he's what?
Go ahead. Yeah, by the way, that's making a lot of teachers angry when you say that because they still see me as the young person coming into the school. Yeah. So I know quite a few teachers that would
Wait,
be
how old are
irritated.
you?
How old am I? I'm 40. Next question.
Whoa.
I haven't been robbed. It was digitally. I've been robbed.
Digital.
Yeah.
All right. What's your worst teaching story?
I really have fond memories of teaching. My worst teachings. God. I mean, most of the time it was me beating up myself that I could have done better.
Oh my God. I thought you were going to say beat up a student.
Oh yeah, God, no. No, just being regretful that I could have done something better, for a lesson, or if a student failed my class, it was always oh, what could I have done? I could have reached out sooner, or, it's kind of those sorts of thoughts. I didn't really have a moment where anything happened that was just bad. You know what I mean? There was nothing like that happened while I was teaching. Or really as an administrator, I haven't had that moment.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. There's
that's
stressful
pretty
things
good,
that go on,
honestly.
but there's nothing where I would say
Well, never say
I
never.
rethought, yeah, right? Rethought my choices or something like that. As far as choices was I right taking this position, or was I right being a teacher? Nothing like that. No, every day was a joy as a teacher. Every day. I'd be tired. But I had joy every day. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It just feels like you're convincing yourself.
Oh, really? Are you think so? No. I had joy. It was great. It was wonderful. Yeah, no, it was good.
Right. Have you ever lost a bet? Like ever? Like, and I need to know the context. Like,
I don't bet a lot. Like in Vegas playing black.
oh, how much have you lost in Vegas?
Nothing.
Oh.
I that's not one of my vices. I don't have an issue. Yeah, like nothing. I don't make bets. I don't know.
What about lottery tickets? You don't buy them?
Nah, seems like a waste. You can invest that money. You know what I mean?
You invest?
Do I invest? Yes, I do invest.
Like on stock or?
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of stock?
It's a mutual fund. You want to diversify your assets and invest evenly across a lot of things. While you're young, you can go risk. And then as you get older, you want to move to medium risk and then very low risk toward the end of your life. But that's generally the way you want to go.
Did you make any big stock moves in 2008?
I don't do, nothing like that. I bought a home though around that time. So I guess that was like an investment. Well, that's when, so there was like a bubble, like a housing bubble. People thought they could afford
it burst,
homes.
Huh?
It sure did, yeah. And then prices went way down, and I thought to myself, when prices were down, I think I'll buy a home. So I did. So I guess that, home's an investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially right now. Yeah. All right.
Anytime. Real estate. Can't buy, can't make more land.
Can't make.
I don't know. I'm not a big money person, I guess.
Never say never.
Yeah. Go ask a math teacher.
Mr. Shaw.
Know that stuff. Does he?
Mr. Shaw. Yeah, he's
He's
wow, he's memorialized.
yeah.
Same thing with Escobar right there.
What's that?
Mr. Escobar dabbing.
Was he forced to do that? Or
No,
did
he
do that on
he
his
did
own?
at the joy of his heart,
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what teaching.
I'll have a word with Mr. Escobar about his choices there.
You didn't hear it from me, though.
No, that's okay.
What?
If you could be a candle, what scent would you be?
I think you're just asking what smells I like.
Sue me.
He has to be the candle.
Yeah,
no. That's okay. No, I like this. I'm going to give you a serious.
1 wick.
I'm going to give you a serious answer to this.
Okay, yeah. You got to describe the notes as well.
I like eucalyptus.
Mm.
There's your serious answer.
1 wick, 3 wick, 2 wick.
Are you asking about like the John Wick series?
Do you like John Wick 4?
John Wick 4?
They're all the same.
Hey,
candles are
Wick?
typically one. Those movies literally are coming out now.
Yeah. Very manly man movies. Oh, yeah, really released.
Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
Don't shame me.
I'm not shaming. No one's ashamed here. We're all good. I don't know. I don't buy too many candles. I think we do one. I think we only have single wicked candles.
Okay.
Whenever there is one.
Okay.
But I don't think we typically have.
Do you have Spotify?
Yes. I live by it.
All right. So I want to see your Spotify Wrapped.
What does Wrapped mean?
So Spotify does this thing where, like, throughout the whole year, it shows, I guess, like help me out. I don't know.
Oh yeah, so it throughout the year, Spotify keeps track of what you listen to, and at the end of the year, they give you like a recap of
yeah.
So
the
and
top
it shows
songs.
you like
That's
how much
tough
you
because
minutes.
my kids are included in it. So where would that be at?
Andrew, hold
So it's gonna be on your homepage.
Just
Just
help 'em
double
out.
click your home,
Uh-huh.
and it'll be right there. It'll say
Then
like
your
your rap
2023 Wrapped is here.
It was screen recorded actually, so you can
Screen record.
Yeah, so I don't know if my children are included in all this.
What do you mean? Like, do they have a
Well,
family
because
account,
there's like
or-
we have a family account,
Okay,
and
then
so
I
they'll
think
have songs on there. It was a feast for my ears. I listened to 16 genres. How
Only
did my
16?
tastes stack up?
I-
Oh, and they make a sandwich. That's clever. Why are they showing different breads?
Wait,
Why
what?
more guacamole?
dude.
Oh,
Okay, show the camera.
show the camera.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it moved. It
Oh.
changed it. How do I move
Oh, no.
back?
You gotta hold it down. You gotta hold it down.
How do I go backwards?
Just click the left side of the screen.
Left side of the screen. Here we go. It takes time to load. Oh gosh.
What?
Well, a lot of my stuff is like if I'm at work, I'm listening to things without like lo-fi because I can't do words if I'm like typing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Rock, movie, tunes, electronica, synthwave, and filter house. I don't know. So it's like a lot of background stuff.
Well, if you go to the very end, it'll give you like a rap sheet, and that's where it has all the
rap
Andrew,
sheet.
help him out, please.
I don't have Spotify.
Here, I can give you the actual.
Hello.
So Massive Attack is my number 1.
Okay.
And then DJ Qbert. And then
Qbert?
Tool is my number 3. 9 Inch Nails is my number 4. Shout out Mr. Escobar.
Okay.
And then Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross is my 5th. So I'm not as... Mr. Escobar is the real fan. I'm not. Those are my top artists. But see, that's been recently.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's neat though. I didn't know that about
Yeah.
Spotify. That's kind of neat. I could do my own little self. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, what's going on? I'm getting lost in my phone.
I know.
Start looking at emails.
All right.
Emails, that's what you do for fun?
No.
Oh.
So our next segment is just question. Okay, we'll cut that. Okay. So our next segment is questions regarding Montebello High in general. And Andrew, take it away.
Oh.
I don't see our school as a joke.
I'm trying to take it off.
Don't panic. You're doing all right.
All right.
Any bucket list items to make the school safer?
Items to make the school safer.
Yeah.
I mean, like ideas and stuff.
Yeah. So the school already, like, we work closely with the district, and I've seen improvements for student safety here at the school incrementally for the last decade, in that, we didn't have a police officer on our campus for years and things like that. And we have that now. We look at our ingress, regress, like the place where students enter, how we check in people at the front office. We have period by period attendance now, which we didn't used to have. I don't know if I have any bucket lists,
What's
but
that?
we're always, a bucket list is like
No. Period by period attendance.
period by period. Sorry.
Oh,
period by period.
okay.
So there are things that we're constantly having conversations with amongst, with teachers, with the administrative team, with district office. District office is, offering us things and giving us things and training us and training our personnel and things like that. And, we just got to keep that communication up. The other thing about safety is it changes. So, 20 years ago, we weren't talking about digital safety, right? Like that wasn't a thing. And it is now. So it's never going to be, student safety and school safety is always going to be something that's changing. So we just need to make sure that we have foundations in place where communication is always happening. And I think that we have that, which is a good thing, so yeah.
Why did you stop working for MHS as a teacher?
Well, did he say it was like a
why did
job?
I choose to transition into administration?
Yeah.
I don't know fully why. So a lot of the decisions I make, there's some decisions that I made that were super, I don't know how to explain. Like I'll know enough to have a gut feeling and an interest and a curiosity to move forward in that direction. And that's enough for me. So when I was teaching, I always thought I was a little bit sometimes of a know-it-all about if I was running the school, I could do this or I could do that, And, I'd get in good conversations, fun little arguments with the person who was in my office now back then, Yeah. And it was always good natured and it was fun. And then there was an assistant principal that came to our school. Her name was Miss Meltzer. And I was truly inspired by her. So she came in and she was super friendly. you know, and it's usually a very stressful job. And I thought, wow, if someone can be like happy, you know, no, because it's a tough job. If someone can be happy doing that, maybe I can too. And so then I said, you know what, I'll give it a try. So that's when I went and started. You have to go back to school. You have to go in credentialing classes. And so I went for it, and, you know, I just kind of learned along the way. And, so that's why it wasn't, you know, I was sad to leave teaching for sure. And, you know, even now, like when I'm able to go in, and as nerdy as it sounds, like if a teacher's out and a sub's not there, and they're like, hey, we need somebody to go look at this classroom till the sub arrives, I'm like, oh, I'll do it. You know, like I'll run over there because I miss it. You know, I do miss it, but I love what I do now, because it's so infinitely it challenges me. You know, it allows, you know, there's no ceiling, you know. So yeah, I guess I didn't leave teaching, you know, like that's in my heart. And, you know, like I think of, you know, I know I'm disconnected from the classroom, but in my heart, like I'm a teacher. Like that's through and through. That's who I feel like I am at my core. Yeah.
Okay. Which teacher do you think would be great as a vice principal?
Ooh, that's a good question. Who do I want? I think we have so many good teachers here that I don't know if they would want to be. You know what? Anyone that I think like most would be great at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone? Everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a different job, but it's not, you know, and everyone has to kind of grow into it, and it's different than teaching. And you know, I didn't know how I would change. Like, I think that a lot of teachers that have known me since I was teaching, you know, they kind of look at me and they like, oh, you look so serious all the time. Cause I was a goofball as a teacher. And it's like, yeah, you know, there's probably been some changes. Like I need to be a little bit more stoic often. But everyone can grow into it, you know.
Anyone can do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think so. I think everyone has the capacity for it. It's not something that's like, it's just different than teaching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different job. Yeah.
Describe a time when you successfully assisted a parent, teacher, coworker, or student.
Well, hopefully I do. You know, that's a tough one because I can't really get specific because I have to like respect confidentiality for everyone, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I hope I'm helping. That's my intention, you know. I think that, you know, when I was in A12, so before I was in A2, I was in A12, and I feel like there were some projects in there, like, you know, I helped Oasis kind of get off the ground. I mean, it was 100%, you know, Mr. De Leon, Mr. Shaw, Mr. Ramirez, you know, but I was able to do a lot of the paperwork and things like that to get that off the ground and find money sources and things like that. And I'm proud of that. I'm glad because I think that's an effective program, and that's something that I look back to with pride. Like I'm, you know, that was a ton of work, and I'm glad I was able to do that. So, you know, there's things here and there I help out with, I think, but as far as students in particular, yeah, I think there's some times that I've helped out particular students, and we'll let it stay there.
If you can bring back one teacher from retirement, who would it be?
Oh man, I wouldn't just bring back one. I loved Mr. Frazier. I still love that man. He's great. There's a guy named Mr. Bueno. Miss Martinez. You guys don't know Linda Martinez was just such a passionate teacher. Man, there's too many to name.
Damn.
Yeah. There's been some. I mean, we have incredible teachers now. There's been fantastic teachers that have come through here. Mr. Crook. Oh God, I got to name him. Unbelievable AP teacher that taught me a ton. Look, Mr. Solorio, who's a principal now over at MOI, great teacher. Mr. Nolasco, great teacher. Now he's also a principal. So they're not retired, but yeah, there's been some really good teachers that have come through here.
Since you brought up Mr. Frazier, do you have any favorite dad jokes from Mr. Frazier?
Favorite dad jokes?
Yeah.
Is he here? I hate all your jokes, Mr. Frazier. No. No, as a matter of fact, I think he knew that his jokes made me shrivel up, so he made it a point to stop by.
Really?
Yeah. No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
But yeah, no, Frazier was fantastic. And, I know that kind of like he's known for his dad jokes. Behind the scene, though, when we're talking about Oasis, when we're talking about, true interventions, he was no nonsense. I was already an administrator. He was a teacher. And, whenever it came to, hey, we're going to start AMP or we're going to be doing, the academic mentorship program, he would say, hey, this is non-negotiable. It needs to happen in this way. And he would set the vision and the goal for that. And it was fantastic, and that's what it needs to be, high expectations. And he definitely had that. And, if anybody was a student, I think they knew that as well.
Oh, yeah.
That he had very high expectations for everybody, as he should. So I think that he really had a good balance of knowing, hey, this is when it's time to be silly, but also we need to get down to business and be real a minute. And he would be able to do that, really well.
Yeah. So we're moving into our final section, which is mailbag. So these are questions that our viewers and fellow Oilers have submitted that they wanted to ask you.
Yeah, get to class, everyone. Get to class. Go ahead.
So our first one is, why did they start to close the C building gate?
Yeah, so that's entirely because of we have to be able to supervise with fidelity. We have to make sure that, and I know that everybody wants to be supervised and you don't feel like children, but we have that obligation to be able to do so. If we're not able to supervise the C building area, then we got to shut it down. That's why that we do that.
What are your hobbies?
Well, you know about video games, and my other hobbies, I run.
Just
Spotify. Yeah, I just run. No, I like to run on the weekends. Yeah. I'll exercise, right? Just try to keep that up. I hang out with friends and family, but a lot of my hobbies right now, are whatever my children are doing.
Oh, like
so
the
I'll
Lion
go watch
King
them do taekwondo. I'm going to the Lion King tonight because they're performing, and so I've subverted a lot of my hobbies, for raising my kids, which I think is a good trade-off.
Do you know the origin of your name?
Yes.
Are you gonna?
Would you like to hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Sure. So my dad had my last name. No, I'm just kidding.
I like it.
Yeah. And he thought, you know what? I think my son should have the same last name. We're breaking tradition and going for it. My first name, Benjamin. My mom liked
Your first name's Benjamin?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It wasn't not really Mr. Yeah.
Do you not live in the school too, or?
I don't live in the school.
Live in the school?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what, though, you say that. It's funny because I used to live in Montebello for several years. And so whenever I was at Target and students would see me at Target, it was kind of like they were watching like a nature show, or like I was at the zoo, and they're like, from behind the bags, like kind of like looking like, oh my God, it's Karon in his natural habitat, with his wife and his offspring.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, so I don't live here. I have a house. which is great, and it works out. The what was your? I don't even know what you were talking about. My origin of my name. My mom liked the name, and I think it was like a grand uncle's name of mine.
What's your favorite dance move?
Oh man,
Dance. Like,
it's
would you have to
whatever
show
Escobar's
it? Or?
doing out over
I mean,
there.
you can demonstrate it if you want.
Oh, is that what, was that the goal here?
Oh.
You want me to do the worm on the floor here? My favorite dance move. Oh man, how do I impress with this answer? I don't have one, man. I don't have a favorite dance move. Google Charleston. There we go. I'll go Charleston all day.
Can you hit the gritty?
I don't know what that
What is
means.
that?
I don't know what that
I don't
means.
know either.
You don't know the gritty?
Ohio.
What?
I know the Ohio thing, but that I didn't get that explained in the class.
Sorry, I don't know.
Oh,
That's okay.
if they were real, would you rather meet Santa or the Grinch?
They are.
Grinch
Yeah,
is
you know
real.
what?
Yeah,
Good point.
like,
That's a good point.
the
Yeah.
hell?
What if my children see this podcast?
They
Sorry.
are real. Like,
Grinch is real though.
Yeah,
real.
I don't
what
know.
to say.
Gosh, that's a great question. I'm buying time. That's when everyone says someone says that's a great question. They're buying time. I mean, I think Grinch is the interesting question, but I would want to see Santa. I'm gonna go wholesome here. I want to see what's going on with Santa.
I want to get in the little.
I want to
bag.
see what's going on. Yeah, there's a lot there. What's going on with Santa? You're texting
You
during
good?
my podcast.
No, I was
Wow.
texting my dad. My bad.
That's all right.
He's picking me up earlier. That's why.
Oh, that's okay. Hi, Dad.
We have another one here. What is your thoughts on the name Devin?
That's a good name.
Like, is it from Devin? Like, who?
Yeah. We have one also from Devin Robles.
Yeah,
and
okay.
He wants to know what you think of him.
Devin Robles, I think you're great, man. Keep working hard. You know, get some good grades so that you have lots of options on on your way out from high school. Keep it going, Devin. You're the man, Devin.
Another viewer wants to know, do you pay... Sorry.
It sounds like something's gonna be cut. Go ahead.
Okay. Another viewer wants to know, do you pay your phantom tax?
I don't know what that means.
What does that even mean?
Okay, we gotta redo that. Okay.
Dude.
No, but what does it
Yeah,
mean?
but what does
though?
it mean? I don't know.
Yeah, what does it mean?
No, okay, I'll explain it. Okay. Another viewer wants to know, do you pay your phantom tax?
Okay. What is a phantom tax?
Okay. So phantom tax,
What?
it's like do you like share your food with like your friends or family?
Do I
That-
share my food?
I mean, he's a dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what though?
He's like, no.
Mostly what
That's
it
my chicken
is.
nuggets.
I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a reverse. Whenever my kids don't finish something, because I don't like throwing away food, I always finish their food.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
But I don't know. There's a situation where my kids are like, "Hey, I want to eat what you have." They're always like, "Ew, this is gross." I'm like, "Finish your meal." It's like finish it, and so it's more of that. I don't know what that. I don't know. Is
Yeah,
that
no, these questions are interesting.
okay? All right. I hope
I
I
mean, it's
answered
like-
that. I don't think
yeah.
I did though.
Andrew, do you want to take us away with that last question right there?
He's not gonna know about this one.
Just go ahead.
Go ahead. Let's hear what Generation Z is
Don't.
talking about here. Go ahead.
Any Riz tips?
Okay, I do know Riz.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Whoa,
So-
whoa.
So charisma, correct?
Wait, what?
Charisma,
It's called
yeah.
Riz.
General
Yeah.
idea.
like your ability to attract other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing on Riz.
Oh.
Right? Yes. Okay.
Okay. I think,
Um, So, when you're trying to find, how they say, finding a needle in the haystack, like you're trying to attract somebody like that perfect someone, and give yourself time.
Yeah.
You have all your 20s and 30s, whatever. But, in order to get a needle out of a haystack, the best way to do that? Anyone?
Wait,
No.
the wind.
Were you about to ask what I was saying?
wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like throw
So-
the hay on the floor.
I
You
say
use
like wind, right?
you use a magnet.
Oh.
So what that means is you attract others. You don't have to always be going out and seeking it out. The best thing to help out with your riz is to work on yourself. And that's not easy right away. You'll be working on that your whole life. So it's really, how do I better myself? Through education, through believing in yourself, true confidence, not that fake stuff, but truly believing in yourself. And, physically, you work out, right? You don't need to be, like walking around like, Thor, but you want to be active. You want to be mentally active. You want to have goals in your life, and you'll attract somebody. But that's the best way to go about it, is to really focus on yourself. And it's tough when you're young because, you have needs. There's a lot of things going on. And it's tough to really focus on yourself, know what you want. But it's a lifelong endeavor to work on yourself, and then your words will be at 100, King. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. That's all our questions. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure.
Oh wait, before we go, I have.
Before we go.
What are you doing? An audible?
No.
These never go well when it's off the top of his head. Go ahead.
I didn't come up with that question.
You got you.
Okay. We just want to play this one small short game. It's called Two Truths and One Lie.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know how to play that game?
I mean,
I have to tell you 2 truths and 1 lie.
Yeah.
are you gonna?
This is usually an icebreaker at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll I'm not good at this though. Because the truths have to sound like lies.
Yeah.
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 Like,
Okay.
I got bitten by a shark.
All right, how about this one?
It's your story.
You got bit by a shark? No, you didn't. Where you at the?
Is this real?
Where? I mean, in the ocean. But I mean, like, when did this occur?
When I was little.
At SeaWorld or what?
Yeah. I got bit by. See, that's a.
By the little.
Yeah, it's not like.
Yeah, see,
Sounds
that's
like a
actually a
lie.
perfect one, because
Yeah.
like
It
you
is
would
pretty
say
good.
it's not true, but it is.
True. I've said this in the.
That's true. I would have said that's a lie.
Yeah. And that's what I'm good at, winning.
Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so the first one. I attended a semester at Juilliard for improvisational comedy. Improvisational comedy.
Mhm.
I went to New York for a quarter. It was for a quarter. And I studied at Juilliard. It wasn't like I was enrolled in the school, but I took part like in a workshop in New York, just right out of high school, because I thought that was the direction I was going in.
Improv
Comedy.
You wanted to be an improv.
Improvisational. Yeah, I was doing that all through high school, and I was looking to be an actor.
You want to give us some improv?
I mean,
Bruh.
Like,
this
how does
whole
that work?
podcast. Okay, and then the
okay.
second. Let's focus here on the 2 truths and
Okay.
a lie. Let's say when I was very young, I hit a plate glass window, and it sent me to the hospital. It was very traumatic.
Oh, whoa.
Lots of scars
That's a
and
lie.
stuff.
I think the New
glass
York
of
one
light.
is a lie. What do you think?
I think
Well,
they're
he
both
hasn't
true.
said
Is
the-
there a
he
third?
has
Is there a
the third.
You need a third one.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's right.
We jumped the gun a little
I'm going
bit
too
fast.
slow here. Let's see. My third statement. I used to work at a bagelry in high school.
A bagel?
A bagelry.
He's
doing
We would
improv
make
and
bagels, sell bagels.
Wait, did you go to MHS when you were in high school?
I went to MHS. Yes, I did.
Oh,
Oh, really?
in high school. Like,
In high
in
school, I was
high
at
school.
MHS. I was. But it was Monroe High School, actually, in the Valley. It wasn't
Wow.
Monroe High School. It was a different MHS. Yeah. I'm a Valley boy from San Fernando Valley.
Yeah, only a valley boy would call himself a valley boy.
All right, so now
all right,
we
what's
gotta
my
choose.
truths and lies?
Okay,
Let's go.
I'm gonna say.
All right, we'll each go like in a circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot, what was the second one?
The glass window.
The glass window.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
that's a lie. What do you think?
I would say the last one is a lie.
The bagelry.
I really want the
Yeah,
last
the
one to be
bagelry
a
is a
real
lie.
one.
Yeah, I never went to Juilliard.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Dude, no way.
No.
I was kind of excited.
Desert boy. So I guess my lie was pretty good.
it
Yeah.
was
It was
good.
very
it was very
convincing.
convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too
Always
much detail.
Start with the lie. Start with the lie.
Damn.
All right.
Damn it.
Where we at, folks?
I think that's a
Oh,
wrap, right?
All right, so that's all our questions for today. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. It was.
Oh, yeah.
I,
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
thanks.
I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot about myself and about phantom tax.
Phantom text,
Phantom.
Phantom tax.
Skibbity as well.
Yeah.
Skip.
I learned a lot about John Wick, actually.
Yeah. And I learned today that I'm old. I wasn't aware
No,
of
you're
that.
not that old. I'm just, I'm really like, I don't know a lot about stuff, so
Yeah, but we're here to learn.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yep.
yeah.
All
All
right.
about John Wick.
All
Thank
right.
you, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Good.